calling out my name. I knew I'd never see another day. I couldn't swim against the tides of blame. I knew there was no other way. You better practice your life.
What is going on, guys? This is the Bearded Kazakh. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing. What better way to open them than Kazakh style? No? Okay. Viking style! Okay, we're going to open them regular style. So Mapex held this contest, Metal Monster Mashup. This is the video that I used, 30-second clip, to win these prizes. Big shout out to Mapex. Thank you guys for putting on this contest, not just for any of the winners, but overall for everybody. I love that the drum community can come together, participate in something like this. So thank you, Mapex. Thank you, Henry. These prizes just arrived today, and I'm super stoked about it because A, it's always great to get free gear, earned gear, I should say. B, hello, it's stuff from Mapex, and I love Mapex, so. First things up, we got, this is a really heavy box. Why is this box so heavy? All right, so first thing we have is the Zildjian Z Custom 18-inch crash. Woo! Got all of the fingerprints already on there because I suck. I should have worn gloves, is what I should have done. Look at that. This thing is super cool, guys. Especially how they have all these stars stamped into there. I like it. Now the other thing that came is this Mapex Falcon double pedal. Ha! Viking style. I didn't need to do all that. Sorry, I'm being extra. This is a big box, dude. This thing's huge. What are these, the pedals of Thor? Mapex, I like your large package. As I was recording, the cameras all died on me. They probably got tired of my terrible jokes and me ranting. So we have brought this up to the studio, and if you want to get to the playing and just skip ahead, it'll be down there in the time chapters. All right, so one thing that you guys will notice off the rip is I have my Yamaha FP9 up here as well, just to kind of give you an idea and a comparison of how this places with other pedals. Boom. So things I like. The case is very sturdy, very roadworthy case, I think. It's got great straps, it's got great handle right here with solid links. I mean, this thing is I think you'd be tough pressed to break this thing. So that is impressive. Good job on Mapex to that. You have your front pouch here, so plenty of storage space. Again, you guys can, there's instructions, but you have your tote strap in there. You can put extra beaters, towels, whatever you can fit in there that you might need or want. You have room for that. Drum key and Allen key, that's all in here, of course. So that is the front storage cubby. Now in your main compartments, up here on top, you have your beaters, of course, a place for those. You have a place for your drive shaft, And you have this little pouch here for, again, any other tools that you might need. Drum keys, which Mapex has provided. Whatever else you need, your weights, Allen wrenches, all that kind of good stuff can go in here. Alright, so the first thing you guys will notice out of the box is the drive shaft. The drive shaft is very sleek, really cool design. There are two things that I really love about this drive shaft. When you undo the screws here for the extensions, most pedals, you slide it out, this piece falls out, then it's a real pain in the butt to try to get it back in and to get the orientation correct. What I like about this is that there is a locking tab, and this cannot go beyond where it should. So that is great. Really love this attention to detail. Now, the other thing that I really like is you'll notice at the knuckles, there are boots or dust covers. This is very important because as you're traveling, as you're playing, you don't want guck and shit and Johnny's beer that he decided to spill on your drum set to get in here, because as those knuckles age and get residue in there, over time they will get stiff, which will in turn slow down your playing. It's not going to be good. Plus you can get damage just from debris in there again and all that buildup. So having these boots on here, I think was a great job. So big ups to Mapex for that as well. All right, so the next thing that we have here are the beaters. Now, a couple of really cool things about these beaters is that they are reversible, meaning that you can play on the plastic side or you can play on the felt side, and depending on what sound you're going for on your kit. The other really cool thing about these beaters, that there are interchangeable weights in here. So inside on the top of the beater here, you will see that you can put an Allen key down in there and then remove the screw or back it out slightly. And then you can remove the weight that is inside the beater. So you have 10 grams that comes stock on it. You have a 20 gram weight here. And you have another 20 gram, because there's two. Duh. Logic. Out of the box, you have those three options. You can add the 20 gram weights, you can do the 10 gram weights that are in there, or you can remove those 10 gram weights and the beater will be a lot lighter. Now, one other really cool feature about the beaters is that they have this memory lock. So the memory lock is good for two things essentially. Depending on the size of the kick drum that you're playing, you might want this beater a lot higher up for a larger kick drum, a lot lower down for a smaller kick drum. For example, I play on a 15-inch kick drum. The Sonar kit over there is where I use my Yamaha FP9. So as you can see, the beater sits a lot lower in here because the kick drum's smaller. So I need it to hit the center of the kick drum. If I were to bring this over to my Mapex Armory, I would bring that beater up a lot higher so that I could strike the center of the drum. So what the memory lock is going to do for you is if you're using these on a specific kit often, you're going to be able to take the beaters in and out of your kick pedal without losing the height adjustment. The other important thing, and I'll show you guys in a little bit, is you always want the beater to strike flat against the kick drum, against the head. You don't want it off at an angle when it's hitting. You don't want to dent or damage the drum head. So the other important thing that these memory locks have is a tooth, if you will. And that's gonna slide right into place on the kick pedal so that now you have your height and your angle adjustment horizontally left to right locked into place. So in this box you'll see the pedals, and one other thing that I wanted to note that I really liked about this road case is that this centerpiece, it is on Velcro, meaning that it can come out. Once that is out, you can now use this for anything else that you need. Microphone cables, maybe a smaller drum, drumsticks, microphones themselves, whatever you'd like. Now you have a compartment here that doesn't have the centerpiece, and it's also really padded well. There's a nice liner in here. Everything is going to be protected, especially when Spirit Airlines throws your shit and yeets it all the way across the world. Shit happens, for real. So, case is great. Again, big ups to Mapex for really thinking things through. Now, moving on to the pedals, a couple of really cool features. They're pretty heavy. They're really solid. So I don't think they're really gonna go anywhere, and the chances of them breaking are, I think, slim to none. Especially these pillars here, those are really solid. I don't know how hard you guys are fucking kicking, but I think if you break these, you need to call Guinness Book of World Records. Immediately you'll see here that you have your double chain drive on. Now this is interchangeable. You can change this between a chain driven system to, you would have to order them of course from Mapex, but you can get belts, so it can be belt driven, and you could also get a direct link for direct drive. So whatever your preference is, it's easily customizable. All right, so this is the master pedal. Things that you'll notice about it are as follows. On both sides, you have your spring tension. So here is where you will adjust how much tension you want on the pedal, whether you want it super loose, medium, or heavy. Personally, I like my springs to be really tight. I think I have my DW 5000s basically maxed out on the spring tension. But that's where you'd adjust it, and you have that on either side for this pedal. Each of these pedals, the slave and the master pedal, have this toe block here. This can be adjusted with a drum key. You put the drum key in the top, it can move, or you can remove it completely if you don't like it. So that's really cool. And then here is where you'll see, so as I mentioned on the beaters, they have these teeth in the bottom of the memory locks, and those teeth fit into the grooves here where the beater goes in. That way, once it's all the way in, it will not turn left or right. So you're not gonna be risking your beater mid-show starting to spin around and get crazy. That'll keep it in place. So that's really cool again. All right, so with this pedal, we have two other key features that I think are pretty important that some other pedals do not have. Number one, the footprint on this pedal is a lot smaller than most footprints. As you can see, even compared to my FP9, the footprint is a lot smaller. I mean, that's a good 2 inches in some places here. So the footprint is smaller, which means that you can get it into a lot tighter spaces. You can get it in between the stands, places where normally you'd get frustrated with the fitment, and you gotta put the pedal in an awkward place just to get it to fit, and then you can't play as well because it's in a weird place. So a smaller footprint is really good for that. The other thing that you'll notice on the bottom is the full base of this has a ridged rubber grip, and the spikes are on both pedals towards the front. They're really sharp so that you can basically just twist this out. The spike comes out and you can grip this into the carpet, the floor, whatever you want. If you want to play on your grandma's Volkswagen roof and don't want the pedals going anywhere, you can do that. And one other feature you'll see here is that it has a contoured bevel, for lack of a better word, for your kick drum hoop. So this is self-adjusting, and because it's contoured, that means once you get it in there and crank the claw down, it's not going to ruin your kick drum hoops. You do want to still put the grip tape in. That'll help from scratches. That'll help keep it all together. But again, this contour is really going to help with that. Well, guys, I think that's pretty much going to be it. I'm going to throw these pedals on the kit. We're going to give this thing a test go, and let's see what they can do.
calling out my name. I knew I'd never see another day. I couldn't swim against the tides of blame. I knew there was no other way. You better practice your life. You better practice your words. I know that real monsters lie between the light and the shade. It doesn't matter what you say or feel. When honest can become the rage, you'll change you think to a lie.
Kick drums that are pretty wide apart, but that's irrelevant here. I don't know what it is, man, with me and cameras on this video. My GoPro ended up dying on me. Anyway, so I like the pedal. It's really awesome. I do recommend it for anybody. Like, I've tried a lot of different pedals and it does feel really good, especially at the price point that Mapex sells this pedal for. I think it's a really good price for what you guys get in a pedal. The customization and just the ability to really make this feel good for you. Can't beat that for the price. And it's really solid quality, really, really well built. So good job, Mapex, on that. I am not a crazy metal double bass guy. Like, I'm good for short bursts. But I honestly have not practiced enough to be precise and consistent for long periods of time. Filming this video really got me interested in now practicing that. So I will be practicing more double kick stuff at faster tempos, but I guess also I probably didn't pick the best test song for these pedals because it's well above the BPM that I'm comfortable at. Anyway, let me know if you guys want me to get better and practice double pedal and eventually record this song, do a cover of it, or any other really cool fast double kick songs. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for tuning in. Mapex, thank you guys for the contest. Thank you for the prizes. Fuck yeah.